A lot of potential.
Let's talk a little bit, Bill, about Cherry Creek Farm. I know that you're one of the guides out here, aren't you? And,
yes.
Kind of take care of the place for them.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, we're almost a square mile, and we accommodate everybody. We have 2 cabins on the property. The lodge will sleep 12. We have some nice deer on the property. Bird hunts. We have stock ponds, trout, bass. Little bit of everything, you know. We do photo safaris, you know, for the non-hunters, you know, or the ones that ain't really into it. We encourage the family, you know, to come out, whether they're hunting or just the dad and the son, or you know, whatever combination's hunting, you know. We try to accommodate everybody. You know, we'll put any kind of a package together that they're looking for. You know, it's family owned, and we try to keep it on a family level. You know, when you come in, we don't look at you as, you know, just a client. You know, we invite you right in, you know, and we all sit down and, you know, and have dinner together, you know, just.
And Pat's cooking is to kill for, I can tell you.
Oh, yeah. She's got a few years. They owned a restaurant downstate for a while, so the whole family, they've got quite a knack for cooking. You know, they can put together just about anything.
And hunting. I know Frank is on an elk hunt in Colorado right now.
Yeah, right as we speak.
Yep. But, you know, we've been out here this is the 3rd or 4th day, and we've been really fussy. We wanted to get a nice one, and I think this is a perfect example. We've seen an awful lot of big deer. I mean,
yeah, we do. We have a nice herd this year, you know. I mean, every year really, but this year in particular, we've had a really good fawn crop this year. Just the deer, you know, we're starting to come into the ruts where they're getting more active, you know, and we're starting to see a lot of the bigger ones that don't necessarily come out through this, you know, the summer and springtime.
It's the first time we've seen this deer.
Yeah.
Have you seen him this year? Did you know he was?
I've seen this one 2 times, and it was maybe 3 weeks ago the first time.
Okay.
Like I said, this is one of them that he really wasn't showing himself too much, you know, but like I said, we're getting, you know, the cooler weather and coming into the rut, you know, these bigger deer are going to start coming out, and, you know, we got a lot of nice deer. We're going to really have a good year this year.
And one of the things I really noticed you told me, and we've seen that, it's like about 2-to-1 ratio. You know, there's not 10 million does running around.
Yeah, we try to keep a nice tight ratio, you know.
And that helps during the rut. And the rut is coming real soon.
Definitely helps.
In fact, his tarsal gland's kind of smelly.
Yeah, I noticed that when we walked up on him, that he was starting to get a little pungent odor.
How old do you think he is? I would guess 5, 5.5.
Yeah, that's a fair guess. You know, that he's a 5.5-year-old deer.
Huge.
Like I said, this deer's goal is 250 pounds, easy.
No problem.
You know, I've got you know, this is probably one of the bigger body deers that we have on the property. He's really nice coat.
I'll tell you what, thank God that we have a Kubota up there. You said you have a Kubota with a front end loader.
Because there ain't no way we're dragging this one out.
Too thankful that you have that, and secondly, this gun dropped him where he did, because if we'd have had to chase him a couple 100 yards, I don't know how we'd have got him out of there.
Yeah, it does. Like I said, it drops right off here, and it gets thick. It gets real thick, you know, into a cedar swamp.
See that? Well, Sue and I are staying in a real nice log cabin. You mentioned that earlier, but that can sleep 4, 5, 6 people in there.
Yeah.
Too.
We don't like to put more than 6. It sleeps 6 comfortably. We've had a few occasions where we've put 8 in, you know. That's pulling out the sofa sleeper type, but you know, we like to keep it at a moderate level. But we have 2 cabins, you know, and they'll both sleep 6 comfortably. Then the lodge will sleep 12, you know, and we use that a lot, you know, for the hunters that come in, you know, early morning, you know, so you ain't got a lot of, you know, running around to do. You can get up pretty much and have your breakfast and out in the woods, you know.
The other thing I was really impressed with, we did go on that pheasant hunt the other day, and the property is great for pheasants. I mean, it was a super hunt, and we got a lot of nice birds, and I was really impressed with that.
Yeah, we put a lot of time into, you know, making sure that everything is set up nice. And
one thing we haven't talked about yet, where exactly are you located?
We're 8 miles north of Mayo on County Road 32. So if you were to come in off 33, we're a mile and a half off 33 on County Road 32. Pretty much right in between Mayo and Fairview.
You know, I think we got about a half a mile walk back to camp and get that Kubota and see if we can get this sucker out of here.
Oh yeah.
Bill, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Rob.
All right, let's get out of here. A short time later, Bill brought back the Kubota to help get our big buck out of the woods. This is going to be a trick in itself, Bill. Except when you got to drag it 6 feet or whatever.
That's a yard and a half bucket too.
Is that a half? Yard and a half?
Yard and a half.
Holy cow. We would have never been able to drag that deer out of the woods.
No, oh no. No,
God.
that's what the Kubota's for.
That's right. Beautiful. Whoa, you're there. No, one little bit more if you got it. Okay, you made it. Now you're there too. 280 pounds. Sue hit it right on the head. We're all right there, but holy cow.
Definitely a big deer.
I've never seen one just so wide back in here, but this is with everything in him, folks. But it's 280. That's got to go. It'll be 230 or better, probably. Dressed.
Yeah, probably pushing 240. Yeah.
Oh, Pete. What do you think? 5.5, probably.
Oh yeah, he's every bit 5.5.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know his teeth was ground right down, and he's every bit 5.5 years old.
There's one heck of a lot of meat on him.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good start for the year in the freezer.
You betcha. Well, I'm sure glad we had this thing. I'll tell you that. Now all we got to do is get him back to camp.
The boat will get him there.
Again, thanks, Bill.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Great time.
We also had a fantastic pheasant hunt at Cherry Creek during our stay. Watch for it on an upcoming episode. Now let's take one last look at some of the many beautiful sights and sounds and plentiful wildlife of this northern Michigan paradise called Cherry Creek Farms.